You wake up every morning to go to work. Work you don't like. Boss you don't like. People you don't like. To exchange your time for money. To earn a salary because you must eat. You must pay your bills. You must cover your expenses. Rat race. You desperately wait for the weekend to come, to be free from the shackles, but only for a brief moment. Then the week starts again. You probably live paycheck to paycheck. You barely manage to cover your expenses, and then you see that there are people around you with a lot of money, wealth, and happiness. And then you get envious, angry, jealous about how people who make money are scammers. They got lucky, the world is not fair, and the wealth distribution is bad. You are working hard, but you are underpaid. But what if I told you that everyone is in the place where they should be? You are poor because you decided to be poor. As Bill Gates says, if you are born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, it is your fault. So where's the problem? Why are you not wealthy, successful, and happy? Whose fault is it? If you love your comfort zone and don't want to make sacrifices for progress, just turn this video off and don't waste your time. The road to money and wealth is hard, full of sacrifice and enormous struggle. But the final result is much greater than all the sacrifices and struggles. If you want to know how money works and how people manage to accumulate so much wealth in a lifetime, then stay on this video. It'll be explained what the difference is between wealthy people and poor people. Because to be poor is a choice. Mindset is everything. It's the way you think, the way you feel, the way you make a decision. The position you are in is a product of your mindset. You are poor because you are taught to be poor. And it is not your fault. You are not educated on this subject. If you come from a poor family, you are thinking like a poor person. If your parents are workers from 9 to 5, they cannot be your teachers for success and wealth. You can't learn flying from a chef, just like you can't learn cooking from a pilot. As Steve Jobs says, find a job, save some money, is a very limited life. Life can be much broader, because everything around you is created by people who are not smarter than you. And you can be the person that makes changes. As in the book Rich Dad Poor Dad says, rich people stay rich because they have the mindset. Rich people make money work for them, not the other way around. Poor people are poor because they think they must be poor. And if you are from a poor family, you cannot copy the mindset of rich people. The good news is, you can change your mindset. Many people who had nothing managed to achieve great things. Ralph Lauren couldn't afford expensive clothes, and he becomes a fashion designer. Larry Ellison, founder of Oracle, lived in a walk-up apartment. J.K. Rowling struggles as a single parent, and now she is the world's highest-paid author. Bill Gates, self-made billionaire. Warren Buffett, self-made billionaire. Jeff Bezos, self-made billionaire. A study by Fidelity Investments found 88% of all millionaires are self-made. You must step out of your comfort zone and take action. That doesn't mean you will not have fails, but you will learn from it. There is no investor, business owner, entrepreneur in this world who had never experienced failure. It is nothing scary. It is a process of learning. To achieve financial freedom, start to think about how to create something useful. Start to learn how to invest, how to see good deals, save money, but not for when you are old, but for investment. To make a business, you must find your passion for it. It's cliché, but it's true. You must put a lot of energy and time to make it work, and if you don't have fun, you will give up. But it must be paid passion. You can have passion for typewriters, but in today's world, to start making typewriters is doomed to fail as a business. Find something that you are passionate about and something where you can make money from it. No person in this world is great in everything, and no person in this world is bad in everything. Finding your passion is step 1. Step 2, start looking for the problems in your passion niches. Because people will pay you for the solved problems, not your passion. No one will pay for ideas. Everyone pays for finished products. So find what you love, what you have fun with, and start to solve problems. But you must be able to sell those solved problems. You don't need to be an expert. This part will be discussed in much more detail. Time is the most valuable resource you have. You have limited time in this world, so don't waste it on unproductive things. You're probably working a 9-to-5 job, and that's okay. You must pay bills, you must feed yourself, your family. But 9-to-5 pay bills and 6-to-12 will build skills. When you come home, start to work on your problems. Don't waste time in front of the TV. Start to invest in yourself. That is the best investment you can make. Stop wasting your time with people who are not your true friends, people who are not supporting you and who envy you. You don't need them. Quality and quantity don't go hand in hand, especially in friendships. So stop losing time and energy and start working on finding and solving problems they can be paid for. As Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. As I mentioned earlier, you must find and solve problems to make money. Sell solutions. Also, your solution must be scalable. Henry Ford's biggest idea was an assembly line. He managed to make something on a mass scale. If he didn't make an assembly line, no matter how good the car is, it'll still be expensive and for a small group of customers, not for mass usage. Same here. If you want to make a multinational corporation, it must be able to be scalable. You can make one painting per time, but if you spend the same amount of time in making any digital product, your product can be scalable with just a download button indefinitely. And if you want to go in the more traditional business, franchise is key here. And the bigger the problem, the more money you can make from the solution. If you find a solution that you can sell for $5 and there are 2 billion people who need your solution, you'll make $10 billion. This is a difference between a multi-million-dollar business and a billion-dollar business. As Jeff Bezos said, start to think to find a solution that can change people's life. But let's go back to our 3 ways of selling the solution and making money. See what problems you have and start solving them. Of all 3 methods, this is the most common type of starting company. First, start it from yourself. What is that you need every day and there is no solution for it? What will make your life much easier? It can be a product or a service. Look around you. Listen around you to the people's complaints. What is it that people have trouble achieving on a daily basis? For example, with Uber, finding a cab became much easier. The founder was actually very unsatisfied with the cab service. And while watching the James Bond movie, he got the idea about Uber. And he started. Think about what people need, find a problem, and solve it. And don't be, it's 2021, everything already exists, nothing new is needed. You're wrong about that. There is always a space for innovation and new ideas. Bill Gates says your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. And he is right. One of the best ways to improve your product or service is by listening to unsatisfied customers. They tell you what to do. Many things that look perfect have much more room for improvement than you can imagine. Pay close attention to the people who already use some product or services and are unhappy. This is your source of how products or services need to be improved. Then, improve it and start selling to those people who are not satisfied. In the early days, when Google started, everybody thought they were crazy. The market was divided into 3 big search engines, and who on earth will need 4 search engines? But the essential thing of Google's success was making searching much more precise and fast. The early days of search engines were hit or miss, and it was slow because on pages like Yahoo, you'll be surrounded by ads. 22 years later, Google has 92% of the global market share. Before Facebook came, the internet was growing, and many companies that started were about solving problems or making better solutions to already solved problems. But we don't actually need Facebook. The main idea was to make a profile, put some images from you, and make new friends. It was not solving any problems that we actually had. We didn't know we needed Facebook before we had it. Find something that people love doing, but they actually don't know that. Then, create a problem and solution in one. And if you're thinking, but I don't have money, I don't know how to code, I don't have skills. Wait, don't start to think like a poor person again. Do you think Oracle or Jobs had money or coding knowledge when they started? No, but they were dedicated to solving the main problem. Yes, you will have challenges every day, but they can be solved on a regular basis. It's not easy. Some will take time to solve, but everything can be solved. If you don't have money, start to look for investors. If you don't know how to code, employ someone who knows. Don't forget, big things have small beginnings. Have you ever asked yourself why you want money? What's the point of having so much wealth? Why will you sacrifice a couple of years instead of enjoying it in your comfort zone? What is it that is provoking you so much and pushing you to make money? Is it a luxury car? Fancy clothing? Expensive mansions and yachts? It's that all about? Sacrifice and struggle for luxury items. Luxury items play a part, but they are not the main thing. The main driver is much more essential, not just to you, but to every human being. What money gives you a part of a liver's lifestyle? Money gives you choices and freedom. It was never just about money, it was about freedom. Freedom of spending your limited time as you like, when you like, how you like. It's about being your own and not having a boss to tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. It's about free will. But the path is hard, filled with struggle and failure. And this path is not for everybody. It's for those who have the will to be free, those who have the courage to be different, and those who have the guts to take the risk. It's for those who want to make a difference. You will live a limited time, but the world can remember you for your achievements and legacy a long time after you're gone. And don't forget, free will always wins. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, do it for the freedom.